Alright, finally getting around to an update video on the Nucanoe. This is the Unlimited. I believe it's 2023. It's been probably close to a year since I've done a review slash build video. So I'll start from the front. Motor Guide XI 355 pound. We got navigation lights, green, red, one objective bow mount. We got the gear pod, and I'll go through this real quick. So we got 100 amp hour mini. It looks kind of messy in here, but it's only because I have quick connects on Steadicast. We got NEMA 2K, and we got both units. I did the quick connects to make this a lot easier when I get to and from. I can just plug them in, done deal, they turn on, and when I get off the water, unplug it, done deal. I was gonna run a panel, and it's tight in there, and the quick connects are quick and easy. I don't need to do a panel, I don't need to do a master on off. So yeah, all the wires are rolled up nicely in there. It's just these quick connects I left extra, just make things easier. If I needed to make a fix, repair something, it's really easy. And this is the only connection point, you know, like say if this butt splice goes bad, it's right here. I had an instance where I had a bad connection, and I had everything rolled up real nice and tight. You couldn't see it anywhere, and it took me 2 hours just to find that connection and replace it. Where this, it's right here, quick and easy, boom, done. I could put new butt splices on there in 5 minutes at the boat ramp. So it may look a little wild, but it's just because of these quick connects. The cables are right here. But we got GLS 10. And you can kind of see right here, I have these sitting on HDPE blocks. So I've never had water in here, but if there were water, I'd have to get a lot of water for it to get to this GLS 10. NEMA 2K, Rudder Amazon Special, that's a 100 amp hour mini. What else? I think that's about it. We got the Steadicast, that's on a one objective mount. I really like that. It's quick and easy. Another thing about this, so I have stainless steel bolts on all the track stuff that permanently hold it. This stuff stays on the kayak while I'm traveling. And I'll continue to go through that. All the wiring rolled up. It's all fished through here, and it goes through these cable glands. And I got a couple on each side. They're all siliconed. No water's getting in. I've driven through severe thunderstorms. I've taken wakes over the front. No water has ever gotten that gear pod. Up front here, before I forget, that's a Marine Coast 70 amp. And that's all siliconed and closed off. Again, I've never had any water in this hull. Up front here, it's kind of hard to see. It's dark in here. But that's where the wiring comes up for the navigation lights, and that's all wired through. It goes through the hull and to the switch panel. I'll show you in a minute. So up front, we've got a 106 SV with the GT56 transducer, 93 SV, and these are both UHD ones. I wish I had the twos, but I bought these used. This one was refurbished, that one was used. We have the Yak Gadget crossbar. Love that thing. Everything's bolted right to it. Cell phone holder. So when you catch a big one, you can get a decent picture, not, you know, like a selfie where you're holding a fish. We got Yak Gadget rod stagers. And typically I'll have two rods on that one side. I no longer keep rods on this side, obviously. What else? We got some rubber mat, which is nice. We've got the Nucanoe retract transducer mount. That's where the GT56 is. So on this side, I have the Yak Gadget forward facing sonar mount. And I really like it. I had to do some kind of modifications to make it work the way I wanted it to. So starting down here, that's actually a Summit transducer mount that I had bolted to the Yak Gadget. I have the LVS 32 Garmin livescope, and the transducer is a little bit different. The 34 will fit on the Yak Gadget pole mount better. So I took that Summit transducer mount and modified it, got it on here. Really like it. I can move it around. I can do perspective mode real easy. So run the wire right up, comes through, and then comes up to the units. Obviously you can see how tall it is, and that's because I stand 100% of the time. If I'm fishing, I'm standing. So I add a little extension to the pole, so when I'm standing up on the deck, that pole, like the handle, is right next to my hand, so it's really easy to do adjustments, kind of move it around. It's very easy, it's quick. I can do it while I'm fishing, so it works out pretty good. But I added some cutting board, you see here. So when I tilt this back, this is supported by a rod stager. Let me put this bungee cord on there. So this rod stager is also a holder. And then up front here is another stability mount. And that's a rod stager too that I kind of had modified. And so this stays on the boat while I'm traveling. And this thing it's rock solid. It's not moving anywhere. I don't like having to set up my entire kayak when I get to the boat ramp. So with the way everything is, it's permanently mounted with stainless steel bolts, and it just makes it easier at the boat ramp. I pull up, I throw my tackle in it, and I go. You know, it's just quick and easy. I don't want to take 30 minutes to get ready. One objective tool mount. I like that. That works nice. So under here, before I get to the seat, I've got a Plano extra large that fits real tight and nice under the seat, and then I also have the Plano extra large, and that slides back there. Everything's tight. That stays on the kayak while I'm driving down the road. So the seat, you can see that this thing's pretty tall. So what I have there is a 7-inch seat pedestal. They're like $20. You can get them Walmart, Academy, Bass Pro, whatever. It just bolts right on. It's quick and easy. And it's really nice. Like I said, I don't sit and fish, but like when I'm just scanning, or I'm just driving to a spot on the lake, it's so much more comfortable. You can stand up so much easier. And during the spawn, I'll stand on this so you can see the beds a lot easier. It really works out nice. I don't feel any stability changes at all. You know, I tested the first day I took it out. It was real windy. It was like 25 mile per hour winds, and I figured that I would feel like I'm like a sail, like it was pushing me around, but it wasn't. I went over wakes, waves, and I can't tell a difference in stability at all. It's really good. And I'm 6'1", 190 pounds, so I'm not like a tiny guy, but stability feels great. Yak Gadget board mount, that thing's great. Also permanently mounted. Paddle, just the stock paddle holder, and I put just like a cheap paddle leash. I actually had lost the other side of this, helping a guy, but yeah, I put the leash on there. So 16 by 16. You can see I put a tackle web up there, put my line in there, my leader line. We've got 4 rod holders on the back, 3 on each side. So usually I'll have 12 rods with me. I'll have 2 up there and then 10 back here. We got the small Yak Attack box. We got some more bungees, and I put a strap here just in case. This is permanently mounted to the tracks. I actually added some aluminum track so I could slide that extra large under there, have a little more storage. We got a 100 amp hour ionic lithium. Got a strap on it. Also got lights. Just to add, when it's dark out, it helps. Got the Academy 360 telescoping light, which is nice, and it's right, it's hard to tell, it's just above my head, which a lot of trails you need that. And then probably one of the more important things of this entire build is that rudder. So it's a fixed rudder, it does not turn. All it is just a 1/2 inch cutting board that I mounted to a Minn Kota Endura shaft, Minn Kota Endura transom mount. And you'll see that there's a paracord right here that runs along up to here, and it does tilt forward if I need it to. I've never had to. If I pull the cord there, it pulls this up. It's right through here, but quick and easy. Like I said, I've never had to pull it up, but just in case you get stuck on a log or something, it's nice to have. Oh, there's that panel right there. Voltage, which is useless on a lithium, really. So we got lights, obviously there. Put a couple LED lights here just to help with seeing in the dark. Yak attack, rod holder. I think that's really about it. Keep the net either like that, or I'll put it like that. I don't know, kind of changes, depends. Yeah, that's about it. That's my build. You kind of see the trailer. I got plastic landscape lumber that the kayak sits on. Over there, I've got a toolbox. That's where motor, paddle, measuring board go. Some odds and ends, kind of other stuff, straps, whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much the build. Oh, back here we got another Marine Co. plug. So the battery does not stay on the boat when I travel. I'd like to eventually permanently mount that, but right now that's one of the very few things that come off. That and this light. Right here is wiring for the lights. So the lights run off the motor battery. Those LED lights are not pulling like anything for amps, maybe 1 amp. So we're not really having any issues with power. I'll show you. So this has a little hatch right here, and that's where I have my Blue Seas 60 amp breaker. So it's easily accessible if I have to. Get that little switch here. But yeah, that's pretty much the build, and got a couple of cup holders. I like it. It's pretty good. We got the one objective handle. Oh, right here. So this is a Rogue Gear tether, and that runs along right along the gear pod, and I can pull this cord, and that's how I bring the motor up and down. And it works nice. So like when I take the motor off, quick and easy. I like to try and make everything as easy as possible. It's frustrating when you get to the ramp and you're taking 30 minutes to basically build your boat. That's really not what, if it were up to me, I'd like to leave the motor on there, but it's only plastic, I don't want to break anything. But yeah, if you got any questions, hit me up on the comment section, and I'll add real quick, I'll break everything down, how I have it, how I travel with it. Okay, so this is how I travel down the road with it. Motor's off. Got one strap there. We got another strap here that extends over to that D-ring. We got some padding over the LVS 32. Bungee cord to there. Another bungee cord. Sounds like a lot of bungee cords. A lot of bungee cord there on the seat. Probably don't need to do that. It's never moved, but I just, out of habit. Like I said earlier, strap, bungee, another strap goes across, and then I put a bungee on this, just to, you don't want anything bouncing. Nothing, you don't want anything to bounce around. This stuff is plastic. Over time, it'll get weak, it will crack. So the less bouncing, the less movement. I'll take another 90 seconds to put some bungee cords on it just to help from bouncing. But this is how I travel down the road. It's worked great. Like I said, motor, paddle, and measuring board, some other odds and ends in the toolbox. Spare tire, and if you haven't been able to see, this is a fully decked trailer. So launching, I just push the kayak off, stand on the trailer, and use the remote, drive the kayak to the dock, and it's quick and easy. It's a really nice setup. Yeah, if you got any questions, or if you want to tell me this sucks, do that too. All right, thanks guys.